Hello everyone. Today I will be telling you guys a story about a guy who invented a robot that did something horrible to him. Enjoy the story. One day, an 18-year-old named Max was walking to school when he saw a sign that said whoever could invent the best robot wins $10,000. After school that day, Max started making his robot. He had no clue how to make one, so he had to go onto YouTube. YouTube showed him exactly how to make a robot. When his robot was finished, it wasn't that impressive, so he decided to make a few modifications to give it a personality. When he was finished, the robot could experience different emotions. The next morning, Max went to school and left the robot home. This made the robot mad. When Max got back from school, the robot was so mad and could not control his temper. The robot pulled Max's pants down and grabbed his balls. Then, the robot took hot glue and tape and staples and he twisted and turned Max's balls. The robot knew what he was doing, because by the time he was done playing with Max's balls, they had been molded into the shape of a unicorn. Max was very mad at the robot because this would be embarrassing when he went to school the next day. But the robot wasn't finished. The robot followed Max to school that day and said that Max commanded him. Max tried to deny it, but everyone just assumed that Max was being modest. Then, the robot noticed that Max had a crush on this girl, Lisa. The robot grabbed Lisa and tied her boobs in a knot. The robot said Max gave him the command to do it. Max got expelled from school. He was super mad, but then he realized that if he could prove that it wasn't his fault, he would be back in school. So Max found the robot and took him apart. Then he took the robot parts to an engineer. The engineer said that the robot, indeed, had a mind of its own, and it's a good thing Max took it apart before it killed people and turned even more evil. The engineer and Max went to the school principal and the principal unexpelled Max. Word got around that Max saved the world and Lisa loved that and became Max's girlfriend. That night, Max and Lisa were hanging out when Lisa took off all of her clothes in front of Max. She asked Max to untie her boobs and he did. Then Max asked Lisa to undo his balls and she did. That was the best night of Max's life so far. They continued dating and every now and then checked each other to make sure nothing was tied up like the first time. The end.